always drove too fast through quiet streets. Told me your dreams like they'd already failed. We bought a map we never meant to use, and kissed in hotel lobbies just to feel like strangers. Now we're halfway to nowhere, with the music turned down low. You said I hate being loved for the things I've shown, and I whispered I know, but I still drove halfway to nowhere, just to feel close. You left your dress on the backseat again, like a note you didn't want me to read. I made breakfast with your favorite song on, but we both knew that silence was what we'd agreed. Now we're halfway to nowhere, with the lights just starting to fade. You said love is a pretty word people use when they're afraid, and I couldn't say you were wrong, so I just stayed. There's a moment in every goodbye that feels too much like staying, and sometimes holding someone is just another way of delaying what we already know. Now I'm halfway to nowhere, with your name stuck in my throat, still wearing your perfume, like a secret I never wrote. Maybe this is love, maybe it's just something close. We live in glass towers surrounded by gold. You said the view was perfect, but it's always cold. There's bourbon on the counter, the curtains are torn, and I'm reading your letters like sacred song. You wanted heaven but stayed underground, wrote our names in dust, never said them out loud. You played your records while I lit the flame. Now everything's burning, but no one's to blame. You used to drive fast on Sunset and Vine, red racing car, pretending time was mine. I watched your mother cry through a black veil, and still you danced so sweet, so pale. My dress was velvet, now it just feels dry. You kissed me soft like a Saturday lie. We laughed at the headlines, your hands on my waist, but you never looked up, just disappeared in grace. You wanted heaven but stayed underground, wrote our names in dust, never said them out loud. You played your records while I lit the flame. Now everything's burning, but no one's to blame. just a number we both faked. I'll wear your jacket, I'll play your chords, but I'm not your girl, not any. I live in a house with the curtains drawn, magnolia trees and a dying lawn. They used to knock, they used to stay. Now I drink alone all day. I wear my heels to sweep the floors, perfume stains on all the doors. A silver spoon, a crystal glass, and a vinyl spinning from the past. They called me queen in '85. Now I'm just someone trying to survive. I'm the lady of Magnolia Lane, wearing pearls with lipstick stains. Once they loved me, now they pass, but I still toast them from my glass. Tell the girls to never wait, love is just a twist of fate. I'm the lady of Magnolia Lane, and I don't cry when it rains. He left a ring on the second shelf, said don't wait up, go find yourself. But all I found were lonely nights in gowns too tight and bourbon light. The chandelier don't sparkle much, but I dance for ghosts, I drink too much. They say I'm mad, I say I'm free. What's the difference, honestly? They used to write songs in my name, now I'm just part of some old flame. I'm the lady of Magnolia Lane, wearing pearls with lipstick stains. Once they loved me, now they pass, but I still toast them from my glass. Tell the girls to never wait, love is just a twist of fate. I'm the lady of Magnolia Lane, and I don't cry when it rains. Play that record one more time, the one he loved, that sweet sad line. I was yours, I softly sigh to no one on a Friday night. So light a match and let me be a memory dressed in luxury. The velvet burns, the bottle drains, I fade with pride down Magnolia Lane. I built a garden in my mind, full of colors I can't find. People pass, they never stay, like streetlights lost in day. Mom said truth is never loud, Dad said pride can wear you out. I sat alone and wrote it down. Now I wear it like a crown. There's glass in the garden, I know I walk it slow. I don't cry, I watch it glow. Pain made a path, but I still go. You don't need to run She said love is not a plan, it's just knowing where you stand. He gave silence as a gift. I learned how to read the rift. Life's a room you clean each night. Make your bed, then lose the light. If it hurts, that's half the fight. If you're scared, it means you're right. There's glass in the garden, I walk it slow. I don't bleed, I let it show. Hope isn't soft, it's just slow. You don't need to shine just to glow. Dreams that wore disguise, now I wear them in my eyes. Every cut became a map to places I won't turn back. So plant your fear and let it climb. Not every storm has to take dress in the backseat, lipstick on the glass. City lights flicker as we drive too fast. Radio playing that American song. Told me I was perfect, but you were wrong. You said I was your baby, then left with the morning tide. You made me feel like heaven, now I'm just trying to survive. Coney Island lullaby, you kissed me in the moonlight. Said we never say goodbye, but your hands are cold that night. You got the world in your eyes, but I was just passing time. Now I'm stuck in the ride of your Coney Island lullaby. Champagne on a motel floor, your gold chain on the nightstand drawer. Told me I was something rare, but love like yours is never fair. You said I was your fire, but burned me just for fun. Now I light my own cigarette, waiting for no one. Coney Island lullaby, you kissed me in the moonlight. Said we never say goodbye, but your hands were cold that night. You got the world in your eyes, but I was just passing time. Now I'm stuck in the ride of your Coney Island lullaby. And I don't wanna be like her, dancing for the fame. Heaven was a neon blur, wrapped inside your name. So pour the last drink, pull the curtain down slow. Say my name once, then let me go. Coney Island lullaby, you never meant goodbye. I saw you by the candlelight. Your hands were folded tight, leather shoes, black coat, eyes too proud to cry. The choir sang of heaven while I watched you from the back. We hadn't spoken since the night you never came back. You look like winter, but burn like July. And every word they said felt like a lie. Snow fell on the chapel roof. You stood there quiet as truth. Your father's gone, the cold sets in, and I still taste your sin. They read the names, they sang the hymn, but all I saw was you again. Snow fell on the chapel roof, and so did I. I wore my Sunday lipstick that you used to kiss, the one you said made me look like something dangerous. You glanced back just once, like a page you shouldn't read. But baby, you and I were always built to bleed. The bells kept ringing, but I stayed still. I came to mourn, but I loved you still. Snow fell on the chapel roof. You stood there quiet as truth. Your father's gone, the cold sets in, and I still taste your sin. They read the names, they sang the hymn, but all I saw was you again. Snow fell on the chapel roof, and so did I. We were kids in summer's game, running fast, forgetting names, and now you light a candle slow, and I'm the one you'll never know. So close the doors, let silence grow. I'll walk out alone, you'll never know what it meant to see you cry beneath the snow. One last time under the chapel roof. The street was full of Friday night, couples tangled in cafe lights. I passed them all, slow and still, and bought some daisies on a whim. The florist smiled, said date tonight. I laughed and said just me, it's fine. She wrapped the stems in paper thin. I liked the silence tucked within. And maybe that's the kind of love I've grown to know and dream enough. No hand to hold, no plans at 8, just quiet peace and half a plate. The kettle sings, the room is dim, I pour some tea, let nighttime in. No phone will ring, no voice will call, but I don't mind, not much at all. And maybe that's the kind of love that doesn't bloom, but doesn't rust. I'm not alone, just slightly blue, with flowers here and space for two.